the producers made all the money. So they didn't want to pay nobody. They, it was just one of them things. They was giving it a try. And I think right after that situation with her and Dre, I think it ended right after that, if I'm not mistaken.
We haven't discussed that, if we did ever, much, but on January 27th, 91, she was physically assaulted by Dr. Dre at a rap industry party. Barnes pressed criminal charges and filed a lawsuit. Dre pled no contest to the charges and settled the suit out of court. As someone who knew both of these people very personally, when you heard that, what were your thoughts?
I was totally blown away. I had no idea. I thought they was lying for a long time. But what you mean? Because again, it was like, if you ever see house party, that's how my house was. Everybody would be here. Everybody's coming and going. Sometimes I wouldn't even be here, but because Rose was here, she knew when I wasn't here, she was in charge. And to have Dre, Cube, Dre, Yella, everybody was at Eazy here, and to hear about something like that happening, it was like, huh? You lying, because you would never saw it coming. I would have never saw that coming. I would have never saw it coming because they all got along so well. And for that to happen, I couldn't understand what it was, but after I heard more about it, then it gave me a better understanding. And I'm not going to discuss that on the show. I don't want no problems. But it just, it was something else involved in that just made that situation worse than what it really was. And I'm going to leave that alone right there.
We got a comment in the comment section, a little haterade probably added to it, but I would love for you to address it, Lonzo. This guy says, if this guy, meaning Alonzo Williams, showed love to Dr. Dre, he would have been rich. It's sad, really. And before you comment, I want to shout out to the King of Pop, AK King, because he's defending you in the comments. He says, Lonzo has been great to everyone, including me, as I was there. Keep in mind, we were young, and Lonzo was leadership to us all. The reasons we are alive today, including the reason Dre is alive. Shout out to the King of Pop right there for that love to Lonzo. But when you hear somebody, make a comment like that, if Alonzo showed love to Dre, he would have been rich.
I couldn't have showed him no more love if he was my own son. Bought him his first car, lied for him, gave him his first job, took him on the road. I never took nothing from him. Some people just feel that they don't owe nobody nothing, and that's how he feel. I don't know. I never asked him for nothing, and some people don't. Maybe a closed mouth don't get fed. I don't know, but we've talked. We've had great conversations. I'm gonna ask you for something in a minute though. I got something he gonna appreciate. And it ain't about no music and no video, nothing like that. But I had a conversation this morning. I've had this conversation 3 times in the past 2 weeks about something that when I get to him, when I get to him, I'm gonna have to get paid. And it's gonna be beneficial for everybody involved. So like I said before, man, I don't do gangster music. I like it, I dance to it, I play it in my car. It's just that I was thinking about this the other day. This is the part that most people, young people might not understand. I have always been the voice of reason on West Coast hip hop. Got to understand my background. From the age of 19, 20, 21 years old, people were dropping their kids off to my facilities to party, expecting them to come out of these joints, sweaty, having a good time in one piece with no holes in them. Eve After Dark, I did that for God knows how long, 6, 7 years, never lost a kid. Dudos, never lost a kid. When the kids start doing things that I didn't feel as a grown, responsible man were going to be beneficial to them or anybody around, I chose to back up. Now, if you're a grown man and you want to be a rookie gangbanger at 28, 29 years old, that's on you. That ain't where my head is at. I've never gangbanged. I've never perpetrated to be a gangbanger. And to see people who I know that were not gangbangers perpetrate to be a gangbanger to get paid was not something I could do. One thing about me, and it's probably one of my biggest faults, is I'm true to myself. I am trying to impress nobody. I'm true to myself. And I didn't feel comfortable being a part of that. With all the shit that's happened over the past 20 years and shit that's still coming out, for a lot of people, it wasn't worth it. And I've seen this so many times. When you think about all the artists who have gotten rich, been killed, died, can't go nowhere, live in bubbles. I was talking about this morning, man, with a friend of mine. When you have a certain amount of money, everybody wants something from you all the time. When you go places, you can't just go, hey, man, I'm going to the store, I'm going to the restaurant, pick up a burger. No. You have to go coordinate your security team to go out to dinner. You got people that's got to be around you, protect you, which at some point in time can be the very ones to testify against your ass if you do something that somebody say that you wasn't supposed to do. I never wanted to live like that, man. And I know it sounds crazy. I've been doing me for a long time. And it's real difficult to, yes, I could always use some more money. I'm not mad, but what am I prepared to do for it? Am I going to grab my ankles or drop to my knees? Nah, not going to do that. Am I going to be somebody that I ain't going to be? Nah. If I'm around folks that's doing shit that should not be done, it's almost my obligation to say, hey, man, y'all might want to back up off that. You might want to back up off that. Now, y'all rich, y'all got more money than God.
Dusty Vision Lonzo radio show, taking your requests on the hotline.
That is my ringtone.
Is that a new watch?
I got a Apple Watch for Christmas, man. But my phone, I'm trying to turn it off because somebody just called me, and for whatever reason, it ain't letting me do it. So anyway, man, and I think that's my explanation, not a justification, but the explanation of why things probably haven't gone. People just don't throw out money, man. I mean, I decided out of mind.
Yeah,
I decided out of mind. I'm still in the same house I was. I'm in this house for 40 years, man. And Cass ain't been in this house in 40 years. Okay, if I got something that I think they can use or they can make some money on, and I can get paid on it, we can do that. But it's and maybe I represent a part of their life that they don't remember. I don't know, man. I don't know, because they wasn't gangsters when they was with me. They wasn't gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the young men. I knew the teenagers. I knew when they was goofy, and can't be goofy no more. They can't afford to be goofy. So, man, unless you know the real story, it's hard. It's easy to sit on the sideline and say, if you did this, I never did nothing wrong to nobody, dude. If I did, I probably would have problems out of somebody. I never had no problem with nobody. Anybody looking for Lonzo?
Mm-hmm.
Lonzo go anywhere he want to and have no problem, from the city halls of Compton to the downtown LA and the